Hello folks, I'm doing a mini vlog in a field full of cows just because this view is amazing. I'm going to spin around to the view in a minute and I'm going to actually make a point, an actual point, but I did just want to show you this view. Look how amazing this is. How beautiful is that? So this is the Conway Valley in North Wales, and I'm in a farmer's field, but thanks to the farmer. And actually, the point I was trying to make is I was brought up in somewhere fairly rural. I was brought up in South Devon, and it's interesting when you understand how places like that work. And actually, one of the things I always said about South Devon is it has very little to do with North Devon because Dartmoor's in the way. And I think sometimes we make a lot of judgments about things based on, pictures on a map or pictures on Google Earth, or even using tools that use LSOAs and things like that. And actually, it's a really good example because this river, the nearest bridge that way is several miles in a town that way, and the nearest bridge that way is several miles away. So actually, these people here have nothing to do with those people there, although they're probably part of the same LSOA. So you might have, if a bus runs down this village but not that village, then actually this village have got better access to services, but the LSOA will show that they've got the same access, or the same levels of, say, unemployment, or the same levels of deprivation, or whatever it is. And actually North Wales is an interesting place because although it is obviously stunningly beautiful, it does have pockets of real deprivation, but there's an amazing infrastructure. Everywhere you go you always see buses. I see them all the time. In fact, there's a train I keep seeing going down there. But it has transport infrastructure, and not far away down the valley you've got fairly big towns that are well served. But the difference between the people who live on this side of this river and the people who live on that side, and that was very similar to where I used to live in Devon, in a place called Dartmouth. You were on the wrong side of the river to that. If you wanted to go to hospital at night, it added whatever it was, 12-14 miles onto the trip. If the ferry was running, it was great because the car ferry would be halfway across the river, see the blue lights and reverse back and pick up the ambulance and take you. That's how both my brother and sister were born, in an ambulance going on a ferry to hospital, which is weird. You kind of think is something that might happen in, on the Siberia or somewhere like that. You don't think of it happening in Britain, but it does. And again, there's lots of stuff here. That river will define the lives of a lot of the people either side of it. Their bus might not go that way in time to get them to the next town for a job, for example. So yeah, it was just an opportunity, because it is that view, it just doesn't get any better than that, and unless I'm in it. So yeah, thanks for listening, and I'll see you in a bit.